This is my $2,800 gaming room, and I'm going to be showing you everything that I can't live without. So without further ado, if you're not subscribed, subscribe because I'm on the road to 500 subs. Okay guys, so starting off in the room, these LED lights all around my room, those, I can't live without them in my setup. Also the ones that's behind my gaming setup, because they shine light to the room and makes it like just light up the whole gaming setup and just makes it more like nice looking and everything. But yeah, also like the lights, it just like, also if the lights are off, it just makes the whole setup look plain and boring. So I do recommend you guys to get lights, like any type of lights, like Govee lights, like at least like something on the wall or just an LED light, that it will make your setup look 10 times better. Okay, so obviously looking in the setup, obviously the two things that I can't live, well, I could just use one monitor, but I can't live without a monitor in my setup, obviously, because I need it just to like edit my videos or just play video games on it. So you should cop a cheap monitor. Okay, so coming over here, these two things right here I cannot live without. Obviously I can't live without my PlayStation, because you know, that's what I use to play video games, and then my laptop is what I use to edit my videos. So also I have it up for this monitor right there. So yeah, it's really useful in my setup. But obviously if you have a PC, you should be good to play any game or edit your videos on there. So, but I'm getting a PC, so don't worry about that. But anyways, the PS4 and the laptop are really useful in my setup, so I need it. Okay, so I know I talked about this in the beginning, but this LED light right here, it's a cheap LED light, so you don't need expensive stuff, but I need this in my setup, because if I turn it off right now, my setup looks just plain and boring and without light besides the light that's on my setup. But if I turn it on, it shines the light all around my setup, so it just doesn't make it look plain and boring. And also when I'm like making like POV videos or just any videos in general, it just makes it look a whole lot better. And also this light was cheap, it's like $10, and it has like, you can raise it up higher, but right now this is the height that I like it at right now. So yeah, the next thing we have is this star light right here. My sister gave it to me. It only shows blue, so yeah, that's the only downfall about it. But the same thing goes for the light that's right here. This shines light on this side of the setup, because if I have it off, it looks so dark. Like I was so surprised when I first got this and I plugged it in. Like it made a huge difference in my setup. So I really need that in my setup, just to like, lighting in a setup is just important, just so you know. The next thing I need in my setup is just this light right, this LED clock right here. I just use it obviously just for the time, but it's very useful if you just don't want to check your phone. You could just look at the clock anywhere that you placed it in your room. So that's what I like about it. The next thing that I didn't know I needed was this USB hub that I talked about in almost every video. But anyways, I bought this USB hub off Amazon for like 15 bucks, I think. But I didn't know I needed this, but I do. It's like really essential if you're on Xbox or PlayStation. It just gives you extra USB storage, so you can plug in like more USB items to your console or anything else. So I really need that USB hub in my setup, totally. Next up we have my Neo chair. This is just really comfortable. I really need it in my setup. Why? Because it just helps my posture and it's like just really comfortable. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna talk about my desk. I obviously need a desk, but you don't need this desk in general. I just got a standing desk, but you can get any like gaming desk, but I don't recommend gaming desk because I had that before. But I think a standing desk is way better, just in case you just want to like raise it up or just have it at like a normal height for you. You can adjust that any way you want, but with a gaming desk, it's just one height and it's not really good for a setup. It doesn't really look that good. But if you're on a budget, then yeah, just go for any like gaming setup on Amazon. Okay, I don't need this like two keyboards. I just have it there because I was letting my little brother use it, but it usually goes in this spot right here on my shelf. But yeah, but I do need this gaming keyboard right here, or I can use any one of these, but I don't need two. But I do need this and this mouse right here in my setup just to play video games or to edit my videos, obviously. PlayStation 4. But if you're trying to switch to console, obviously you're gonna need a keyboard and mouse. I mean, switch to keyboard and mouse, you're gonna need it. So yeah, I don't really need this Mayano PD100 mic, but I do have it just because I wanted better audio in my setup. Like, I just want to be more productive in my setup and just be more, like, how can I say, like, more professional in my setup, and just, you know, have this setup as best looking as possible, making it so expensive, because I really don't need an expensive setup. I just need a setup that's up and working right now. So yeah, goes for these shelves. I don't really need them, but I love this in my setup just because it adds aesthetic to the setup, and it also shows like the things that I love and like just the things that I like to showcase. Coming up next, this dirty mouse pad. I really need to clean it. I'm gonna clean it, and like I'm probably gonna make a YouTube short about it. But yeah, you don't really need this big of a a mouse pad to start. You can just get like a little square mouse pad like on Amazon or at your local Walmart or anything. But I just got it because I think it's way better in the setup. It makes the setup look 10 times better, like just looking at it. Like I was saying before, the LED lights are like really useful in the setup just to bring light around your whole entire room and everything. So I do recommend getting those, and I think I just talked about everything. So I think that concludes the video. Also, I just want to say before this video is done, shout out to Vibrant FN. I'm gonna put her link in the description and in the pinned comment down below. I got this YouTube video from her, so if you do enjoy this video, go watch her video, because she's really talented and just she's just a really good YouTuber. So, you know, I'm trying to get her to 10,000 subscribers, and also shout out to my boy Reaper too. But anyways, that concludes the video. I think this setup is pretty good for a beginner setup. But anyways, peace out.